The last 2 weeks have been extremely massive for crypto. From Eric Trump saying that crypto could replace traditional finance TradFi to BNB surpassing new historic records. Grab a chair, sit comfortable because I'm going to break down this top crypto news from beginning to the end. But before that, hello everyone. I hope you're fine and great. I am James and welcome back to Crypto Made Simple, where we break down crypto news, guides, and updates in the most simplest way so anyone can understand. If you love crypto or would love to learn more about crypto, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that notifications bell to join this crypto family. Let's get started. Let's kick off with Eric Trump's comments about Bitcoin and crypto. While on Fox Media, Eric Trump boldly said that crypto will replace traditional finance TradFi. Also, he later went on and said that you could move millions of dollars through crypto, which the banks cannot be able to do.
Meanwhile, folks, a lot of focus now, particularly on Wall Street, but the world on the crypto space. It continues to expand and is attracting a whole lot of new players, from Wall Street's biggest firms, who were once, of course, doubters, to Eric and Donald Trump Jr., whose company's American Bitcoin has quickly become a force. Joining me now, American Bitcoin co-founder and chief strategy officer and Trump Organization vice president, executive vice president, Eric Trump. Eric, I just want to start, because one of the things you said in this New York Post article that leaps out at everyone is that America's financial future, that crypto is America's financial future. And I'm curious when you had this epiphany, because a lot of people have had the same epiphany along the way.
Yeah. Well, Charles, I had the epiphany. I think you saw it, and you probably reported on it better than anybody when I got debanked by everyone. I mean, Capital One sent me a letter in the middle of the night stripping 300 bank accounts from, golf courses and hotels, our properties as well as anyway, for doing absolutely nothing wrong. And then all of a sudden I started meeting people in the crypto space, and I realized how brilliant they were. I realized how antiquated modern finance is. Laura and I went out to buy a house, right? When we got financing, because the rates under my father were like 2.1%. It took me 120 days to get a mortgage from a bank that I had banked with literally for 25 years, right? Because they had to go through Know Your Customer. I'm saying they're saying, this is crazy. Every single week, I'm chasing a swift wire transfer, payment that's coming into one of the hotels or leaving one of the hotels. And if you don't send it by 4 o'clock on a Friday, it's not getting there until like Monday afternoon. And you're sitting there saying, why can I send hundreds of millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin overseas instantly or receive it instantly with virtually no fees? Bitcoin's the way of the future. American Bitcoin, which is the company that I founded, I'm very, very proud of. I think it's going to be one of the great Bitcoin companies anywhere in the world. And clearly, there's no doubt in my mind, cryptocurrency is going to replace traditional finance, TradFi, and it's happening so fast. I mean, cryptocurrency is literally outpacing, the growth of the internet, in the 90s, Charles. And I've never been so clear about something. I've never been able to see something so clearly in my life. And it's been a lot of fun to be part of this.
This scares the big financial institutions. This is also another scenario indicating that technology giants are also investing into Bitcoin and crypto. On to our next headline, AI and crypto, the next big wave. One major narrative building is the intersection between artificial intelligence, AI, and cryptocurrency, crypto.
AI made intelligence scalable and programmable. Crypto is doing the same thing for money and value. And when you put them together, it makes programmable money that can meet programmable intelligence. So this is all MIT lab type stuff, and this is like looking into the future.
Yeah.
What does it mean practically?
Sure. So I love that phrase, artificial intelligence as infinitely scalable intelligence. And if you think of blockchain, which is the underlying technology for crypto, as infinitely scalable source of truth, then those two things work very well together. The simple way of thinking about it is if we are moving to a world where AI agents will not just analyze things for you, will not just give you information to make your own decision, but will potentially be allowed to act on your behalf, then we want those agentic systems or those AI systems to act on true sources of information. It would be disastrous if they didn't. So simple examples could be AI agents not just analyzing your portfolio, but optimizing it, tax loss harvesting, kind of simple rote things. We could live in a world, let's get away from finance for a second. We can live in a world where AI agents are able to conduct, and this is some of the work happening at MIT that we talked about earlier. We could be living in a world very shortly where AI agents are conducting screenings for cancer treatments. And the process of doing that involves maybe the purchase of data sets. And a scientist could do that 5 times a day. An AI agent could do it 5,000 or 5 million or 5 billion times a day in theory. For that AI agent to purchase that data set, to do that experiment at that scale, to ask it to rely on 100-year-old financial rails, it's sort of like trying to stream K-pop Demon Hunters on a 1994 dial-up modem. It just simply doesn't work. So if we're going to move to this world and have this wonderful advantage of these agents acting at infinitely fast speeds, they have to act on infinitely fast and scalable money rails. And that's what blockchain and crypto is.
Bitcoin has come a long way from Beanie Babies when you talk that way, has it not?
Projects integrating AI-driven trading, blockchain-based data verification, and AI security protocols are seeing massive attention. Experts believe this hybrid trend could dominate the next bull cycle as both AI and crypto technologies mature side by side. Our next headline is Vanguard weighs crypto ETF trading for clients. Reports say that Vanguard is considering letting its brokerage clients trade crypto ETFs inside its platform.
If you're a Vanguard investor and you want to buy Bitcoin ETFs, you don't want to go to another platform. And nearly every major platform now offers Bitcoin ETFs. So I feel like this is a sign of times, a big shift, but still we're not sure. But when we talked to Vanguard, they said they're listening to clients, they're talking about it. So again, they're opening the window by a little.
Yeah, I mean, to me, what it sounds like is they saw demand from clients.
Yes.
And they want to make sure that clients stay on their platform to do what they want.
The ecosystem, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
Is that a fair assessment?
Yes. Eric Baltunas, again, he was the one who I talked to for this story. He said that, if Bitcoin ETFs weren't as successful, we may not be seeing this. But it's so hard to ignore the astounding success. I mean, altogether, the cohort has around 142 billion in assets. 80 billion of those is from BlackRock. 20 billion alone came this year. So you don't even see the demand abating. And with the SEC now, you might see more cryptocurrency ETFs to come. And to close the door on that money-making big, it's just lavishing capital, investors lavishing capital into these ETFs is a big, maybe, mistake, according to some.
I wonder to how much of a role the CEO, Salim Ramji, plays here in Vanguard's not changing his mind, but being a little bit more open to the idea of crypto and blockchain.
Definitely big. I'm glad you brought that up because Salim Ramji, he's a BlackRock veteran. To many, he was one of the people in charge or led the charge for the IBIT to launch. So he has expressed openness with blockchain and Bitcoin, and he's the first outsider to ever become the CEO of Vanguard. So this is definitely, potentially, according to insiders, we don't have proof yet.
Is it a little risky? Because in just 20 seconds here, if for some reason we see a widespread decline in crypto asset prices, people could say, hey, why did you let us do this?
Could be, but that's the beauty of investing. You give people the choice to make that for themselves.
Vanguard has millions of client accounts. If it opens ETF access for Bitcoin or Ether ETFs, that could unlock massive retail inflows into crypto. That's a potential game changer for mainstream adoption. Next is Binance Card launched in Brazil. Binance launched its MasterCard in Brazil, letting local users spend crypto where MasterCard is accepted.
You asked, we listened. Binance Card is back. Available now in Brazil. Ready to use across the globe. Made for you. Designed for your lifestyle. Pay using your crypto. And earn up to 2% cash back. Your card, your crypto, your world.
Payment cards convert crypto into everyday spend. Next is Lestari restaurant in Netherlands accepts BTC payments.
Ja, perfect.
Also, Switzerland's supermarket giant Spar integrated Bitcoin Lightning Network and Dogecoin payment option so that its clients may pay using Bitcoin and Dogecoin while checking out. Giving crypto like BTC utility like paying bills creates confidence into crypto, hence increasing mainstream adoption. Next is Trump supports BTC reserve. The US Senator Lummis said that President Donald Trump supports her bill to purchase 1 million BTC for reserve.
I'm particularly pleased with President Trump's support of my strategic Bitcoin reserve initiative, which will address our national debt while securing America's position as the global leader in financial innovation. As Bitcoin comes into more usage, its use makes the whole system more secure, more robust, and more capable of serving our needs all over the world. We should be the global leader with this fantastic new ledger-based asset that is in a digital format that is going to be transformative of everyday economy and puts the everyday American, in fact, the everyday worker all over the world in control of their own money. What a wonderful blessing for hardworking people all over the world to have this great new technology and to have America lead the way in implementing this wonderful, wonderful innovation.
This shows that countries are now gearing up the game of BTC accumulation. Our next headline is ex-PayPal president is bullish on Bitcoin. David Marcus, who previously led crypto projects in PayPal and Meta, Facebook, stated in a Bloomberg interview that Bitcoin's growth trajectory suggests that it's on track to surpass gold's market capitalization, calling it inevitable.
I still feel Bitcoin is severely undervalued, especially if you compare it to gold. Like if Bitcoin was worth as much as gold, it would be $1.3 million of Bitcoin. And I think it's just a matter of time. And I also feel like the utility phase of Bitcoin as a neutral settlement network and asset for all of the payments in the world hasn't been priced in at all. So I think it's just still so incredibly early for the asset. And
when a top executive is bullish, it gives serious credibility to the assets. Our next headline is OrangeBTC lists on B3. OrangeBTC went public officially and is now listed on B3, Brazil's stock exchange.
Crypto's latest surge minting a new class of millionaires. Robert Frank joins us right now on where this group is putting its money to work. And Robert, always great to see you.
Great to see you, Becky. Good to see you, Mike. Well, the rise in Bitcoin recently helped create another 70,000 crypto millionaires. That's just over the past year. There are now 240,000 people with crypto holdings worth $1 million or more. That's according to a new report from Henley and Partners and New World Wealth. There are 450 crypto centimillionaires. Those are folks with $100 million or more in crypto, and 36 crypto billionaires. The price of Bitcoin more than doubling, of course, over the past year, and the total market cap of all crypto has increased by over $2 trillion. So how much of that is going to be spent? Well, new research by a group of economists found that for every dollar gained in crypto wealth, crypto investors spend about 10 cents. So that would equate to about $200 billion in additional spending this year. With early crypto investors now getting up there in age, they're sort of in the 30s and 40s, buying Lambos has been replaced by real estate. A study found that locations with large crypto populations saw larger gains in home prices when there were crypto rallies. Now,
and then let's move to Pavel Durov predicting that Bitcoin could reach $1 million per coin. Telegram owner Pavel Durov publicly said that he owns a lot of his funds in BTC. He later went on and said that Bitcoin could reach $1 million per coin.
In general, so you've been an early supporter of cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin. You've bought into Bitcoin early on. You kept buying. Maybe you could speak to the reasoning why you kept buying Bitcoin. Do you think Bitcoin will go to $1 million? Do you think it'll keep increasing? And Bitcoin and all the other cryptocurrencies.
I was a big believer in Bitcoins since more or less the start of it. I got to buy my first few thousand of Bitcoin in 2013, and I didn't care much. I think I bought at the local maximum. It's something like $700 per Bitcoin. And I just threw a couple of millions there. And a lot of people after Bitcoin later next year went down, somewhere close to 300, 200, started to express their sympathy to me. They say, "Oh, you poor fellow, you made this horrible mistake investing in this new thing, but don't feel bad about it. We still have some respect for you." And my response to them was, I don't care. I'm not going to sell it. I believe in this thing. I think this is the way money should work. Nobody can confiscate your Bitcoin from you. Nobody can censor you for political reasons. This is the ultimate means of exchange. And again, I'm now talking about Bitcoin, but it relates to cryptocurrencies in general. So I have been able to fund my lifestyle, so to say, from my Bitcoin investment. Some people think if I'm able to rent nice locations or fly private, it's because I somehow extract money from Telegram. But like I said, Telegram is a money-losing operation for me personally. Bitcoin is something that allowed me to stay afloat. And I believe it will come to a point when Bitcoin is worth $1 million. Just look at the trends. The governments keep printing money like no tomorrow. Nobody's printing Bitcoin. There is a predictable inflation, and then it stops at a certain point. Bitcoin is here to stay. All the fiat currencies remains to be seen.
If you have found this video informative, kindly like, subscribe, and share it with friends who are curious about crypto. And in the comment section, share with me the headlines that you found to be most exciting to you. In the meantime, stay surful, stay sharp, and let's keep making crypto simple. Until next time, don't forget to BYOR.